No one wants to remember the past year, but we will remember it well, because although the pandemic hit us hard, and despite the great personal risk, we succeeded in turning the country's 73rd year into a victory over the coronavirus. The virus's outbreak caused millions anxiety, which intensified due to the number of patients and victims. Magen David Adom's teams responded to 8 million calls and provided medical and humanitarian assistance to patients, shut-ins, and Holocaust survivors. Thousands of workers and volunteers reported to the front line. Collecting home samples, they reached every person, everywhere, and tried their best to stop the decline into chaos. They worked around the clock, far away from their families. In rain or shine, at day or night, the collectors were at the drive-ins. They worked endlessly, without rest, and collected over 4 million samples. They were in the eye of the storm for several long weeks. Magen David Adom's Blood Services Division collected plasma from recovered patients, alongside intensive blood donation drives throughout the country. Thanks to them, the country's blood supply has been carefully preserved. Magen David Adom operated buses with advanced equipment and the means to evacuate coronavirus patients, and represented a solution to the horrific scenario in which hundreds would be evacuated to the hospitals. In the third wave, Magen David Adom began a vaccination drive for at-risk populations in nursing homes, and later for the entire population. These determined pioneers, the Magen David Adom teams, have not only taken Israel to the top of the recovery charts, but also to newspaper headlines around the world. Magen David Adom operated special trailers in markets, tourist sites, and risk areas in order to vaccinate as many Israelis as possible, and succeeded in turning red cities into green ones within a few weeks. Magen David Adom's teams, Jewish and Muslim, religious and secular, men and women, worked in astonishing collaboration on a moral mission to vaccinate Palestinian workers, and they did so successfully. Today, thanks to the hard work of the Magen David Adom teams, we can all breathe a sigh of relief and return to routine. After a year of dealing with heavy losses with great risk and little chance, we are privileged to lift our heads proudly, breathe a sigh of relief, and celebrate freely in our country. On the eve of our country's 73rd Independence Day, we are proud to wave the Israeli flag as a sign of returning to life. Happy Independence Day, Israel. We will be here with you tomorrow and forever.